Hi everyone, Dan Paulson here, and welcome to the video. And I posted one recently indicating that I was kind of done doing this. I'm still going to keep doing the research, but I'm having a difficult time working on making the videos all the time because it keeps me close to things. I see the planet, I see what's going on, I feel frustrated. And it's like the masters from antiquity told us to let go, disconnect, fastest to the world. Let it all go, elevate. There's some way that they're all teaching us to let go of that physical stuff going on, and then you won't hurt so much. And I'm like, I hurt. I got to let this go. But after a couple of days of pondering and thinking and doing stuff, I realized there's no possible way to let it go. And the ascension part that they're talking about, I don't know that we can do anymore. And the reason is because when they were letting go of the world, they didn't see what we had to see, and they're not facing what they didn't have to face what we're facing right now in the world. And you know what I mean. It's just epidemic in proportion, the size, the hatred, the incredible nonsensical bullshit that constitutes hatred and judgment in a blind humanity that's going into full tribal mode while having no concept of what is happening. They're not looking at it. So what am I doing if I say I can't look at it? We can't fight it. It's like, I don't know. It's so difficult to look at and to grasp the scope of it and to understand and sense and feel the hurt and pain of people that aren't you. But that's our lot in life. When you're this kind of a personality and brain type, you're going to feel and see things that other people can't. It would have been very important in a group long ago to be that way. You'd be the one they would say, "What's going on? Tell us." You're the barometer for what's happening out there. Now the roles are not that way anymore. Now they're telling you, you're the freaking lion coming after us. Shut up. They don't want to hear that we're killing ourselves. They think you're stupid, or they think supernatural something is going to swoop in and everything is going to be just fine. So let's just go ahead and kill each other in the name of God from now till then. It's hard. That is the reality of much of the reality of what's happening, but it's at a base level of that. This is what we're witnessing is what would happen if there were 10 tribes in one area that just overgrew each other, and now they're taking each other's resources, and the only way to, in a survival of the fittest mode, is to demonize the other group and to kill them, so that survival of the fittest. It doesn't mean the smartest. Okay. I think I have to say that because I have to get it off my chest, and you're going to see an emotional roller coaster from me. Why? Yeah, that shouldn't even be a question. It isn't okay. I tried not to portray it, but the reality of it is we have to, I don't know, do we look at it or not? What I need to focus on is something that I can see, but I don't know if it has any impact anymore. If you've been following me, you know I'm tracing down, right now I'm in this mode of understanding what they're doing with the analogs and how they're shifting them and what they're doing to create more of them in Jewish works, which was very bizarre to me. But it seems the more I look into it, it might be a simple thing. I believe I found what I would call an analog farm, but I want to look at it first. I want to chase it down. I have to make sure I'm okay. I don't want to just say, "Oh, look at this, everybody. Look what I want to be able to show it, or else it's not worth it to me. I'm not a supernaturalist, and I don't say, "Here's what this says, here's what it means, raw, let's go do something." Something we have to work out in our heads. Those of us that are on this path know there's something there. There's a mechanical process in here that is nothing supernatural, and it has to do with turning inward, not looking outward to the gang over there that's trying to take my such and such, so let's go kill them. It has nothing to do with that. It's carried in a way that it sounds like that. Oh, yes, we go kill the enemy, but the enemies are the things that you carry inside of you, not outside. The stories are written in a way to turn outward, to make the blind population at large carry them. At the same time, in every damn culture, whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're Chinese, whether you're a Catholic, this same template is there. There's one reality that everybody can get to that is a cosmic reality, but the people on the outside, yeah, Jesus again and again, many are called, few are chosen, and many are the roads outward that lead to destruction. We got to turn inward. There's one path that goes inward to do it, but the frustration is that we're not getting there and we're not going to. That's the other thing. You look at it and you see, when people talk now, you go look at videos, people that are making points of this and the environment and what's going on, they are absolutely lambasted by people who have no sense of anything beyond their own perception. My world, mine, me, I, me, up yours. And that is so huge. And what we're seeing are processes that are not being interrupted, and they're growing and they're escalating. And we know what happens, don't we? What happens in our lives when we have issues that we have not interrupted yet, and they continue to cycle over and over again, and we finally go, oh my gosh, I've got to escalate, I got to interrupt this. But in the meantime, from when it started to where we interrupted it, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. The difference is we interrupted it. The world at large does not. They gather up, they share, they combine, they make their individual fears become group fears. And then we see the abortion thing. We're overpopulating. We are freaking overpopulating, for crying out loud. That's a tough thing. People would say to me, well, why don't you just off yourself, Dan? I've heard that before. That's not the issue. We need to control a globe. This is a terrarium, fixed. We are the frogs. Different. We don't work together. We want to survive and go to the next valley, and we're too stupid to understand there is no more valleys. This is it. You know, the whole abortion thing, when we see in that group, what do you see in place? There's a baby producing engine right there. Number one, they want everybody, no matter who you are, you better have your children. And as soon as they're born, they better make it. And if they don't, we don't want them. We'll throw them in jail. They're criminals. If they don't make it, if they're homeless on the street, I want them out of here. But we are going to keep having kids. What the hell is that? Unless you're a supernaturalist. No, the valley is still ahead. None of this matters. God damn it. Yeah, we're stupid, thinking we're smart. What do we know from our own life experiences when we have something that we don't have resolved and it acts out and we're blaming other people? We haven't recognized what's going on yet. That it continually acts out, and not until it emerges and blows up do things subside and start over again. On a larger scale, that's exactly what is going to be happening, since the cycle of what is happening in humanity is not going to be interrupted, and it can't be interrupted. You can see that it's just so big. There's been too much below the surface that has now been given permission to emerge, and it is not going to it's not going to be interrupted. It is going to manifest before things change. It will. That's not a prediction. That's observing cycles. That's realizing that that's what's going on. That's looking at history and going, yeah, here's what happens. And you could see the mechanism in place. Anyway, I'll keep doing what I'm doing bit by bit, but I don't know. It's the world is going crazy, and you can't just sit there and go, I'm disconnected from it. That would be somebody who is blind. Yeah. I don't think Lao Tzu, Buddha, or Jesus would have said today, just let go. They would go, oh, shit. Yeah, you guys are way downstream. We weren't facing the annihilation of the entire planet and human species. Plus every other species, because we're so stupid, we're going to wipe it out for everything. And then going on and on about this. I mean, I don't want to. I know that I have to talk stuff out in a way that is positive, that is, as I'm putting things out and I'm emotionally involved in it, I'm not only picking up what's there, but I'm adding to it. I have to find a way to do what I'm doing and see it without adding to it. And that's just going to take work. And I think it's like the rest of our life experiences. I don't want to deal with that. Turn away from it. It doesn't work. We have to turn towards what we don't like. Yeah, I know that. But I never had to turn against. Everything before was inside of me. Now this is inside of humanity. All right. Watch for a video on analogs. I would like to get through. I got to make a breakthrough. There's something I'm not seeing in Genesis, and I think I might be on it right now. The numbering systems is complicated, and maybe not. Maybe if I think that all they're doing, that's the parts they have to play with, numbers and words. Numbers and words. That's how they're creating things. We have to look at the numbers and words, the repeated actions, the things going on. What are the words? Where do they come from? How many times do they repeat? There's things going on there that are actually visible. We just have to analyze them. It's a mechanical process to go to a spiritual place, a mental place, a place of feeling, a place of core, where we come from, source. That's what I have to keep remembering is why I'm doing this, because it leads to source. Maybe there's something there. Anyway, all right. I just wanted to say that. I apologize to everybody for seeming confused. I am. Emotional. I am. Up and down. Yep, there I am. I don't see how I could be otherwise. Love one another. See you in the next video.